Welcome back to American Agenda. I'm Heather Childers along with Bob Sellers. Loudoun County residents in Virginia packed an auditorium during a school board meeting on new transgender policies, also some critical race theory policies. But the meeting went sour pretty quickly, descending into angry parents protesting a lot of things, saying that they're hurting their children. Listen. Things eventually even turned violent with two parents being arrested. Watch this.
John, walk with me, please. Walk with me, John. Now, hey, John, please don't resist. You guys don't resist. This is an unlawful arrest. I have a First Amendment right. Listen. You do, right? You're right. Okay, thank you. Here's someone speaking rationally. Listen to me. At this point, the meeting is over, right? It's not over.
That one of two parents, John Tiggs there. Let's bring back in our panel to discuss this. And Jesse, I'll start with you on it. What do you think?
Well, I'm thrilled that parents are showing up to these meetings. I mean, we were all on social media complaining. We were always going after the left, but now we are actually showing up. And that is the way we have to make things happen. It's unfortunate that this parent was arrested. I don't know under the terms of the law if it was lawful or not, but I would clearly say that these parents are not going to let what the left is doing slide. They are addressing it, they're being aggressive about it, and they're making sure that their voices are heard, because it is we the people, and those schools are funded by our tax dollars, and we need to demand better, because right now public schools are watching a dramatic decrease in enrollment, largely due to the inability of these schools to listen to the communities and allow thought that we do not agree with. They are allowing thought that we do not agree with to be taught in public schools.
Yeah.
So this is an awesome opportunity for parents.
Amanda, we had someone on earlier today from Loudoun County, and we talked about that, you know, on a larger scope, it's about parents not having a right to be involved in their child's education, and these school boards becoming just more and more powerful across the country.
That's right, and you know, Bob and I are from that part of the country, and a lot of military families. So I think this is an issue that transcends really anything political. This is about parents wanting their children to really understand American culture and history and not be muddied and sullied with these alternative theories like critical race theory. I've spoken on this and I've written on this. As a minority myself, I feel very strongly to say that, you know, critical race theory is racist in and of itself. And if they're going to be perpetuating this in schools and using our tax dollars to teach this, you're going to have African-American moms and dads, Latino moms and dads, you know, you're going to have all different walks of life come and say that this is wrong and this is racist. We're pitting children against children, and that's wrong. But most importantly, this is where they say all politics is local. Look how a local political issue has now bubbled to a national issue. And I firmly believe that this is going to be one of the hottest topics in the 2022 midterm elections.
Yeah, and Derrick, you know, shutting down public discourse, it was so troubling to folks. I mean, it just instantly went viral, these images of the parents being arrested and drug away after the school board tried to shut everything down, all the conversation, and say no more comments.
Right, and the thing about what strikes me about this whole thing is the whole critical race theory. It's gotten some traction now, but it's nothing new. It actually started in 1970, got some movement in the 80s, and it started over in Germany and that kind of thing, with this whole social theory of how things should be taken and identified. But what bothers me the most is the whole First Amendment. Just because you don't agree with me does not make me wrong. And you should not be put in handcuffs because you're speaking your belief and what your truth is. And so we got a lot of that going on in the country right now. I experienced it myself with a lady getting in my face telling me I need to pray for forgiveness at a hearing. And so if you're not on the side of the left right now, then you're almost looked at as a criminal to them. You even heard the sheriff to that guy say, well, you know, you're not right, but for some reason he had to arrest this guy and take him out in handcuffs. And it's just unfair right now.
Yeah. Why did you need to pray for forgiveness, by the way?
I was at an energy hearing for a pipeline in Buckingham County down in Virginia, and the lady didn't like my testimony because I was in support of the pipeline. And so afterwards, she got up in my face, like right here, and said, "You need to pray for forgiveness."
Okay.
But Bob, what has happened though that we can't listen to differing viewpoints?
Well, that I'm not sure I have that answer or time for that answer. But if I could keep it more simple and talk about schools, the parents are looking at something that doesn't feel right to them.
Right.
They may not be able to put their finger on it exactly, but they feel like they're not being listened to. And my wife's a teacher. She's told not to use the term boys and girls in the classroom. When parents hear that, they just know something's not quite right. There's a political correctness that's at the top in the administrations that's filtering down. What else does it represent? Then you get the critical race theory idea, which does seem to have an inherent racism built into it, especially if you're white, you're assumed to be a racist. And the parents look at this, again, not right. And they feel like the school boards are not listening to them. So I don't know if the parents did the exact right thing here, but they do feel like they're not being heard.
Yeah, not only not listening, not wanting to hear from them at all. And I remember back when schools wanted parents to get involved in their child's education, and now it seems like it's gone the complete opposite direction.
That's right.
All right, everyone, we're going to leave this topic right there for now. Stand by, though, because we have more ahead.